guys, how you doing? So if you can tell, this is going to be a very different kind of video. I have my very beautiful friend Soumya with me. So I have done her makeup today and I thought I'll film it and show you how to get it. So if you like how she looks, then continue watching. I'm first prepping Soumya's face with a moisturizer and I'm using this Spy Day Cream, and I find this amazing for all types of skin. Since this is such a dark eye look, we're going to be doing the eyes first and then the face. And I'm just putting on a base over here so that the shadows that we put over it can really stand out. And if you don't have a black gel eyeliner like I'm using here, you can always use a black kajal pencil. Just make sure that whatever you use, it is slightly smooth and not dry, because your eyes are very sensitive and the skin around it, and you don't want to be tugging at it. Now, before that base has a chance to dry, take a transition color. I'm using a light brown here. This is in the shade Frappe from Makeup Geek. And I'm just using it to smooth the outer edge of the eye so that that line is not so stark. Next, I'm taking this dark grey shimmery shadow. This can be used either wet or dry, and I'm going to use it wet by spraying some MAC Fix Plus on a base shadow brush and applying it all over the lid. Make sure to press the shadow onto your eyelid. You don't want to rub around too much because it is a sparkle and it's going to get all around your eyes if you do so. Now I'm taking a black eyeshadow called Corrupt from Makeup Geek on a pencil brush, and I'm applying this just on the outer edge of the eye in a V formation, because I just want that outer corner to be a little darker than the rest of the eye and really smoky. I wanted a little more dimension on the eyes, so I took this matte maroon shadow from Makeup Geek called Bitten and applied it exactly where I have applied the shimmery grey shadow. I took the shade Frappe again on a blending brush and applied it on the outer corner and the outer edge of the eye, because after we added in more colors, that edge was more obvious again and I wanted it to be smooth and seamless. And then I just took the same black shadow called Corrupt again on my pencil brush and just darkened up the outer V, because all that blending took away some of that smokiness we had going on. And again, I'm blending with my blending brush. This is a really important step, to blend after every color that you apply, because you don't want it to be jagged and harsh at the outer edge. We're done with the shadows. Now take your black gel eyeliner or any kind of liquid eyeliner and just draw a thin wing on the eyes. Make sure it's not too thick, because when you do so much work on your eyes, you want that to be the focus of the look. Just draw a very thin wing and feather it out at the edge and you should be done. Now just clean up all the mess that's under the eyes, and we're gonna move on to mascara. Take your favorite mascara and coat your upper lashes with it. I'm not gonna go overboard today because I'm applying falsies. For foundation, I'm using Body Shop's Fresh Nude Foundation, and I'm adding 2-3 drops of the lightning drops to get Soumya's exact shade. This foundation has light to medium coverage, so it's perfect if you want natural looking skin that does not look too cakey or made up, and it's perfect for all kinds of skin, but especially good for oily to combination skin, because it's oil free and it's not going to add any more oil than your face will naturally produce, and it gives a really beautiful luminous glow to the skin. And Soumya already has pretty good skin, so I don't have much to conceal. But in areas that I find maybe a little more coverage is required, I'm just adding a little more foundation and stippling it with this damp beauty sponge. This is from Real Techniques and I love it because of its unique shape, which is sharp at the edge and gets into all the corners really easily. And be sure to touch up your ears and neck as well, because you don't want that mask-like appearance. To conceal and brighten, I'm using this concealer from Sephora in the shade number 7 and just dotting it under her eyes and the center of her face, and this is the first step in bringing some dimension to her face. And I'm using the same damp sponge from Real Techniques to stipple this concealer onto her skin and make it blend well with the foundation. To set the concealer so it doesn't crease, I'm powdering her face and I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I know I use this in every video, but you can use whatever you prefer. The second step is to contour, and I'm using this contour powder from Makeup Geek in the shade Complicated. It's a cool medium tone, and this is a good shade for warm complexions because it's the same color as the shadow that falls on your face, so it's going to look almost natural. And if you can't find your cheekbone, just suck in your cheeks a little and you will find it, and just draw along that line. For blush, I'm using another Makeup Geek product, and this is in the shade Chivalry, and this is a peach toned blush. Smoky eyes when paired with peach blush looks beautiful. So if you are on the lookout for a blush, buy something from the peach or terracotta shades because those blushes go with any makeup look. To highlight the face, I'm using this highlighter from Erre Due. It's a Greek brand, I think, and it's very similar to the MAC highlighters in terms of packaging and properties. And I'm using this on the usual high points of the face like the cheekbones, the tip of the nose, above the eyebrows, and Cupid's bow. And this is a very subtle form of highlight, nothing too chunky or glittery that looks like you spilled a pot of glitter on your face. It's just the right balance that looks like your face is glowing and lit from within. Back to the eyes, I'm taking the same shade Frappe we used earlier and smudging it onto the lower lash line, and this is going to be the first shade on which we apply our darker colors. Next, I'm taking the black eyeshadow Corrupt on the same pencil brush and smudging it on the outer half of the lower lash line. I want it to be darkest at the outer edge and then fade away into nothing at the inner corner. And be sure to connect it at the outer edge to the rest of the eye look to make it look one and beautiful. Now line your waterline with your kajal pencil. I'm using a Sephora kajal here, and this is waterproof and smudge proof, so it's not going to fade away on you throughout the day. Finally, finish off your lower lashes with some mascara. Strong eyes call for strong brows, so if you have sparse eyebrows, take your favorite brow pencil and just fill it in, mimicking the brow hairs, and just set it with some clear or tinted brow mascara. And if you have sufficient brows but you still want that thick bushy look, go ahead and fill in some more and set it away. Since the eyes are so strong, I'm going neutral with the lips, so I'm taking this brown toned nude lipstick from Shampoo. It's in the shade Brick Rose, and I'm applying it all over her lips. And if you're not a fan of matte lipstick, you can always top it off with gloss and make it lush and shiny. And you're done! And thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe if you want to see more of me and more of my very beautiful friends right here. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!